I'm Mark Saxton,
I'm Joey Cundiff.
and this is Blue Collar Sports Talk. And guess what?
It ain't been a minute.
And it's not been a minute, but even more so, it's getting more exciting.
It is.
Some things have transpired.
And they're getting really close to being shared on the old show.
Yeah, but you're just going to have to hang around for that surprise.
Yes. For a minute.
Big things coming to Blue Collar, but big things starting in sports. And let's start, stand by,
with the sponsors.
Oh, all right. Well, all right.
Okay. I thought that's where you go. All right.
Hey, and down below, follow that.
That's right. But before we get all, talking so much good news, let's talk some shit, man.
Absolutely. Been looking forward to this all day. Talking some shit. It's my favorite pastime.
Fucking love Modelo. Modelo, hit us up.
You need
with
to
that.
love us.
Yeah. Come on now. We supply you with probably more than the average person does.
The average anybody.
Yeah.
So,
hey, let's move it to Pick'ems real quick, huh?
81-84 in favor of the bad guy, because I know y'all rooting for me.
Nah, ain't nobody rooting for a Packers fan. Hey, we up 84 to 81. Pick the Raiders. Fuck the Raiders. Probably gonna pick them again this week. I just have this bad relationship with the Raiders. They're like
I gave up on them. I gave up on them.
You picking them over the Colts?
I gave up on the Colts too.
Okay,
See, that's
all right,
the problem. That's the problem.
That's what I thought. Anyways, both my locks hit, and both of our locks have been hitting since that Chiefs-Colts debacle.
Yeah,
we are
been,
we are
perfect.
we are 8-1.
Yeah,
on our locks.
Yeah, folks, if it wasn't for the Chiefs, we'd be perfect.
Yeah, fuck you, Chiefs. And we ain't picking easy locks. I picked the Vikings to beat the Washington, whatever they're called nowadays, the Commies.
The Commies.
By 3. And I said if that point moved by a half a point, I wouldn't take it. That was ballsy because they won by 3.
Okay. My lock was a little interesting, right? I chose the Colts over I chose the Pats over the Colts.
Right.
But I chose them at 5.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some big.
You moved the line. I didn't move the line. I like the line. Now, the line that everybody's trying to reach. The line that some may have reached. The NFL standings. I'll kick us off.
Oh, wait. Let's cover our long shots right quick.
Oh, the long shots. I took Seattle as my long shot. I knew that'd be a tough battle.
I also took my long shot for Seattle.
Yeah, but they won by a shit ton.
I took them at 3.5.
Yep, I took them at the 2.5 that I kept it at.
And my long shot.
Hey, if you would have bet $1 million
to the bank
on us this week, you would be a 10 millionaire. Like, those are big odds, man. Step your game up. Hey, Cardinals, you're dog shit.
And, I mean, I know you didn't have to hear.
You're gonna argue?
That's what I thought. You understood.
That's what I thought. Cardinals fans, real awfully quiet over there.
We understood.
Now,
the assignment.
That's right. To the standings. I'm gonna go ahead and start us off in the AFC East. We have Buffalo letting you know, sitting at 6-2. They cannot beat the AFC East. I will say
Here we go, Buffalo.
Sitting 0-2 in the division. Then you got the Jets. Who?
Jets. Jets.
Mr. Milson's team sitting at 6-3. Then you got Tua sitting 6-3 as well.
Tua turning a new leaf.
Turning the whole franchise over.
Oh, I like it.
Hey, don't disrespect my man. Hey, you are going to have to drink our command because of Mr. Tua.
Hey, but guess what?
What? And you owe me whiskey for the World Series.
No one likes that. No one likes that the Astros won. No one likes that.
I do. Fuck Philly. And then you got New England sitting there 5-4.
Hey, take Mac.
The party pack.
The heart attack.
Mac Jones. Stinking it up.
Hey, wait. Got a winning record, son.
They do. Thanks to Zappy. Zappy meal. Easy. I'm still on the Mac train. Don't get me wrong.
Easy now.
Big Mac. All right, take me to the north.
Hey, a lot happening, right? Baltimore continuing what they're doing, 6-3. Cincy. I called y'all to win it. Y'all are in there, 5-4. But I feel like that's some space, not just a game,
like
right?
It feels like it. You know, in division, Cincy's 0-3.
They're 0-3.
They only have 3 more division games to play.
And I would just like to say that 0-3, just in case you folks at home don't add it up real quick, like they've lost every one of their divisions so far.
Yeah. And that really comes huge in the playoffs, especially in a 1-game window like they're playing.
Right, but guess what? The Browns.
With the masseuse killer,
Hey.
the masseuse lover,
The happy ending finder.
Deshaun Watson.
Coming back soon. They 3-5.
Mm.
And Pittsburgh, man,
Yeah, they're trying out there in the burg.
it's hard.
Now,
2-6.
yeah, to the
Why don't you
south,
take me to the south?
where they chew the real, the Copenhagen over there. I'm on these zennies. Call me a coast boy,
Uh-oh.
but I like the zennies. In the South, you got Titans 5-3, which played a close game against the Chiefs, who didn't cover the spread, which means Mark has to
Take just one shot.
when Cody tells him to. But it's more of the like I tell you what to do.
Yeah,
that, you know.
it's the pride that
Right,
hurts. Now, mind you, folks, there was a lot more to go into play, but it all cancels out. So I just had to take one.
Just
shot.
one. We had 8 shots on the line, and then he owes me 2 on that same Friday night show. Then we got the Colts sitting at 3-5-1. Don't expect them to win a whole lot more games.
Even
And
with Jeff Saturday.
they had very quality starting head coaching jobs or head coaches that they could have elevated, but chose to go with Mr. Saturday. And what I've heard is Jeff Saturday's a stand-up guy. You know,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah, no complaints against the
No,
guy.
no. But I just feel like
Got to be a slap to the face, yeah.
for all those coordinators that have been head coaches before, like John Fox is on that team. You know,
Yeah.
that's
Mr.
interesting. It's interesting. You know, I would hire a head coach to be a head coach, not a head high school football coach to be
Right.
my NFL head coach. That's neither here nor there. But Jacksonville
Moving on.
is 3-6, and Houston,
Hey.
they got 1 win. They got 6 losses
Mm,
and 1 tie.
it's gonna hurt.
They're hanging in. Not really.
Well,
They're there. They're playing. They play close games. I will give them that. Now take me to what we thought was going to be the juggernaut
Hey.
of the NFL.
What a disappointment.
The West of the AFC.
Hey, we thought it was gonna be the Wild Wild West. Turns out, it's the Wild Wild where they at.
Mm.
Now, mind you, Kansas City has shown up for the majority of the season,
Yep.
6-2. Mahomie getting it done,
Mm.
like I did not expect him to.
Yeah.
because I thought Herbie was gonna get it done.
I knew
5-3
was going to get it done.
Hey, Herbie just inheriting those chargeriest issues.
And they only beat the Falcons because they fumbled a non-contact
They're
way.
squeaking. They're squeaking. 5-3 there. Denver. I called this.
You did. I'll give you your props. You called it.
3-5.
I still think I expected them to finish third. I think I did. I want to say I did. I want to say I have it in order right now.
Listen. Let me take my shades off here.
Mm.
Not mad. Disappointed.
It's the worst thing your father could say to you.
The Raiders. They had it figured out, man. Devontae, it's going to happen. We're going to make it happen, Captain. Not so much. 2-6. And missing an awful lot of opportunity.
Yeah. I want to point something out. They don't win much at home, but they don't win at all on the road.
Nope.
They are 0-5 on the road.
Wait, why don't you take me to the NFC not so least?
The Beast, where Philly is 8-0. Whatever. Celebrate that now. See you in the playoffs, Philly. Dallas, my boys. My boys in blue.
You're what?
Don't you worry about that. That was a lost bet. I know motherfuckers that had tattoos from a lost bet. This is not permanent. Okay. And this jersey is gonna have resale value at the end of this. So joke's on you.
Hey, which we hope to raise money for charity for.
Exactly. Hey, charity will be buying this jersey.
Keep us in mind.
And I'll wash it.
Keep us in mind.
That's right. Dallas 6-2. The Giants 6-2 as well.
Danny Dimes.
And the Taylor Heineke's
Don't count them out.
sitting at 4-5.
Don't
A
count 'em
tough
out.
team, as you should know.
Hey,
And the Giants.
too soon.
And next week the Cowboys. Mike McCarthy's coming home. Hey, you know that song? I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Love don't live here no more,
Tell
son.
the world You know what Aaron Rodgers said today?
What'd he say?
I'm going to give Mike McCarthy a big ol' hug when I see him.
He should.
You know why? He misses him.
He should. Well, he shouldn't miss him.
Because he's just got skinnier, handsomer Mike McCarthy calling plays right now. Maybe
Wait till
slightly
the postseason.
worse.
Wait till the postseason.
I will. You'll wait for like 2018 or like not 18, 20 like no 30-18 is what I meant to say postseason.
Yeah.
That's the postseason you'll be looking forward to.
2028.
Yeah, you stretch it.
Might be too soon.
Yeah, too soon. Take me to the north because it's on your mind.
It hurts, man. It hurts.
Kirk Thuggins.
Hey, the Purple People Eaters.
Kirk Cousins.
Hey, 7-1. Moving right along, because I don't give a fuck about them. Green Bay 3-6, and you know it's just we'll get into that. The Bears 3-6, and you know no one cares.
Yeah, we'll get into that. No, we won't.
Detroit 2-6, no one cares.
That's an interesting too.
Yeah, one team is the South.
The South, where it's absolute dog shit, except for the jambalaya. You got Tampa Bay sitting at 4-5. You got the I almost called them the Hawks because of how relevant they've been. The Falcons sitting at 4-5. You got the Saints, who did not go marching into the Ravens, sitting at 3-6, and the Panthers 2-7. Take me to the West. Let's wrap this thing up.
Seattle 6-3, doing what very few predicted. San Francisco hanging in there 4-4, and the Rams 3-5, and the Cardinals right where everyone expected them. Well, at least I did.
Yeah, I got them. I had them second to the bottom. I thought Seattle was going to be at the bottom.
I had them at the bottom, and I thought Seattle would be second to the bottom
Okay.
because I thought the Rams had this.
Now that we talked about tops and bottoms,
Hey, let's talk about where we stand now with division leaders.
where we think the division leaders will be.
No, fair enough.
I got the Cowboys winning the East.
Okay.
I think the Eagles have shown weaknesses. They've shown that they play to their opponents, and that does not win you very many games when you start to play like that. That just says you think you're better than everybody else, as we've seen with the Bills. I think that's a recipe for disaster. I got the Cowboys winning out by a lot, and we're probably going to beat the Eagles 1 or 2 games. And then got the Vikings winning the North. And I got the Buccos winning the South. And Seattle winning the West by a close margin over the Niners. What you got for your NFC?
I think we disagree on 3. At the beginning of the season, I did call for Dallas.
Okay.
I'm going to change that. It's only 2 games, folks. Mind you, it's only 2 games that they have on them boys. But I think that just might be enough. Calling for Philly to win that.
Are they going undefeated?
No.
What's their final record?
I say they lose 3 total.
So you think the Cowboys are going to lose 2 more?
Yes, I do. Minnesota, you can have this one, I guess.
And the next 10.
I got a little surprise pick.
Ooh, you going Falcons?
Going Falcons.
Woo! I like it,
Going
Mariota.
Falcons. No, they show some promise. It's not going to mean much. Everybody's below 500. But I'm going to stick with them, right? And the West, obviously, Gino letting me know that he's that guy, pal.
Easy. AFC. I got the Bills with an asterisk. And you're going to see this asterisk happen one more time. If Josh Allen is out for the year, I got the Dolphins winning that one.
Fair.
Then I got Cincy, Tennessee, and Kansas City. I think it's pretty self-explanatory from there.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I do have Buffalo, not with an asterisk, right? But with a question mark.
Okay, same thing.
Yeah.
Mine is a little bit fancier.
No, I do. I have Buffalo winning that. But my replacement, I'm going to go a step further, right? I'm going to go a step further.
Oh, you got the Jets.
I do. Got Jets. Jets. If Josh Allen is out, I got the Jets taking over.
Ooh, interesting.
Now, for the North, I have Baltimore.
Okay.
I have Baltimore.
Can we just agree, pay Lamar?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He has 127 days till he's a free agent.
Got to get that man paid.
Yep.
Got to get him locked in. The reason why I have Baltimore is because Cincy has just shown too much disadvantage. And then because the South is dog shit, I got Tennessee.
Right.
The West, I think, once again, we're not talking too much here, folks, right? We are talking just one game.
But it is the Chargers.
But it feels like way more than
Yeah.
one game. I got to take KC. And that's after I called for the Chargers to do work.
5-3 does seem a lot different than 6-2. There's just a different ring to it. Huge.
Now, I will say this, though. Kansas City's 2-0 in division. Chargers are 2-1. It's too tight. However, I just feel like it's still light years away.
I believe you. I mean, when you're really pulling close games against the Falcons and other teams like the Chargers should have put away, it's hard. It's hard to put them on that level. Now, it's election night. Hope everybody voted. Do your duty.
Hey, speak your voice. It's
Yes.
our duty.
Everybody has a voice. Now, jury duty, that's a different thing. I'm racist against ants, like Peter Griffin said. Hey, I voted.
Oh, there it is. I voted too. I didn't keep my sticker.
I like the sticker. I like stickers.
I'm like 5 years old. Here we go.
There we go.
He voted for the Eagles, folks.
Yeah, no, I did not. All right, real quick, since we voted,
Okay, what you
here's
got?
my votes. I'm going to run it through real quick, and then you'll do the same. MVP, Josh Allen, with an asterisk. My backup, if Josh Allen does not play for the rest of the year, is Jalen. Having a great year. There's no denying that. My offensive rookie of the year is Kenneth Walker out of Seattle. My defensive rookie of the year is Sauce Gardner, leading the league in everything defensively at the cornerback position. My offensive player of the year is Tyreek Hill, who has 1,104 yards receiving through 9 games. Unheard of. And my defensive player of the year is my motherfucker, Micah Parsons. Comeback player of the year, letting you know some, Geno. They ain't right back, but he knows. He knows that. Coach of the year, I got Brian Daboll. What he's done for the Giants has been nothing short of amazing, a miracle. Coming as a rival to that team, seeing them do this well is actually good for me. You know, I like having competition in the division. That makes you more prepared. I think that's been the Cowboys' issue, is they walk through the East and
Go to the playoffs.
expecting another walkthrough. And I think if you have a tougher division, you do better in the playoffs.
All right.
And that is my I voted. Now, who are you voting for?
My election night pick. MVP. Got to give it to him, man. Jalen Hurts. Been making it happen.
Yep.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. Damian Pierce. I know he's on a shit team. It's not his choice. It's not his fault.
Doing work.
But he's doing it.
He's doing work.
My Defensive Rookie of the Year. Are you saucing my sauce right now?
Ooh.
Let's go.
Hot sauce.
Getting it in. Getting it done. Obviously, Offensive Player of the Year, it's really hard to choose against Tyreek.
Yep.
It really is. But Shocker, Defensive Player of the Year. Are you saucing my sauce?
Oh, he's getting both?
He's getting both. He's getting both. You don't show up your rookie year and do these things and then not get both.
I hate to break this to you. I don't know if you can win both.
Well, he should.
Are you disrespecting Micah Parsons that much?
No, but I am giving props where props are due.
Are you not giving Micah his props?
Hey, he's on the verge of Aaron Donald numbers.
Do you want to make a bet that Micah Parsons wins Defensive Player
I
of
don't
the
want
Year?
to make a bet.
Let's make a bet.
No,
Let's make a bet.
absolutely not. But
Whoever wins buys me the Micah Parsons jersey. Right now.
we're not doing a bet.
Are you pussing out?
We're not doing a
Are
bet.
you
And I'll tell
pussing
you
out?
why. And
Are
I'll
you
tell
pussing
why.
out?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. They're going to go ahead and give it to Aaron Donald anyway.
No, they're not. No, Micah is putting up, and I quote, Lawrence Taylor stats. It's happening. You're watching greatness.
Comeback Player of the Year. Saquon. Come on, man. We've been waiting for him to come back. He finally has. And everybody's counting him out.
You're just doing this to disagree with me.
I'm just saying. Give some love to the man.
Hey, Gino, you wrote Gino off so many times, and I picked Gino so many times. Half the reason why I'm up 3 on Pick'ems.
I'm just saying.
What you got for your coach? Somebody who needs to be helping you. You got Jeff
Wait a
Saturday
second.
for your coach of the year?
Wait a second now. It's kind of been a theme tonight. Robert Saleh getting it done in the Jets organization.
The Solister?
Let's go with it.
Ooh, the Solister of defense.
And not only did he impress last year, right? But now he's seriously in talks of possibility of winning the division.
He is actually, and I'll give this to you, he is the most overlooked coach of the year. I'll give that to you because right now, in my eyes, I did not think of Robert Saleh. I thought of Brian Daboll and Pete Carroll, which I think most of America did. So I give you props for that one.
It's just, hey, you got to give credit where credit is due, man.
Now, where credit is due, but where it's about to be due, I got 4 teams for you. Which one will make the biggest turnaround? I got Bucks sitting at 4-5, Niners at 4-4, Washington at 4-5, and Cincy at 5-4. Now, keep in mind, everybody, this is the mid-season turnaround. We always get one team that changes their shit right as November hits and decides they want to actually play some football. Who you got?
Listen, Tom Brady's been off. The Bucks have been off. Injuries haven't been helped. Right? The Niners, nobody knows. Not even the Niners know who they are right now. Okay? Washington, we know exactly who they are. Because with Taylor at the helm,
They're a winner.
but my main turnaround team. Now, mind you, I did say they wouldn't win the division. I did not say that you can't turn your back on them. These guys, you cannot turn your back on. Cincy.
Joe Shiesty,
Hey, Joey B. Joe Cool.
the QB for me.
Getting it done. Hey, expect him when Jamar comes back from afar, getting it in. Look out.
Oh, we called his injury.
We did.
Jamar from afar. He's on the bench right now.
Yeah, he is from afar.
That hurts.
Sad panda.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that. I got the Niners. Now, I don't think they're going to win their division, hence me picking the Seahawks. But I think they're going to turn it around because if you go, let's look at it. They're 4-4. They had their bye. I think they're going to win 6, maybe. I got 6 games they're going to win. They're going to end up with a 10, maybe 7. 7, turn that in. I mean, I got the 49ers winning out. I think the Bucks are going to do just enough to win the division. That's not turning shit around.
Right.
I got Washington winning a few more close games. Maybe spoiling people's playoff hopes at the end of the year.
I like it.
They're a tough team, especially with Taylor. Keep Taylor. And then Cincy, I would put, it's hard to pick against Cincy, but I think they're finding their groove, but I don't think they're gonna necessarily win double their games. You know,
Right.
I got them winning their division, but I think it's gonna be more of a meltdown from the lack of support from the Ravens. So, now that we talked about the good, we gotta talk about the bad. Who's more disappointing? Rams, Bucks, Raiders, Denver, or your Packers? This year, what you got?
Packers most disappointing, hands down. And the reason why I say that is everybody went all in on Rodgers, which I was for, not against. But you guys didn't do anything to add to him. You guys didn't make any draft picks. You guys didn't make any trades at the deadline. I mean, what do you expect? There's really no other answer. He needed help. Devontae left, yes. But even when Devontae was there, we were still not a complete team. Hence why we lost in the postseason last year without giving up an offensive touchdown. That's a huge problem. Biggest disappointment.
I got a three-way tie, and I don't know how to break this. I got the Bucks, Raiders, and Denver in my tie. I would add the Rams, but there has been a thing called Super Bowl hangover. A lot of teams deal with that, so it's not unnatural to see a Super Bowl winner come off flat. You know what I mean? It happens. But the Bucks, with Tom Brady back, with all their weapons that they've accumulated, with their defense staying for the most part together, it is really a shocker to see them go down so much. The Raiders, with all the off-season hype, getting Devontae, keeping a lot of their offensive core together, and doing dog shit. And then Denver, adding Russ, who they thought was their savior, which I thought would be a whole lot better than this. Those three are my biggest disappointments. Probably, I don't know. I can't pick one out of those three. Those are my three.
Nope, Packers got it, but I will say this. I blame Russ, not Denver, right? Because even before Russ was there, nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, decided that Denver was even going to be a part of the talks.
No, a lot of people did. A lot of people did. I watch a lot of ESPN. Watch a lot of Fox.
So,
Sports.
like I said, nobody important.
right. Okay. I see what you're saying now. And now, let me give you. Let me give you 45 seconds, and then we got to move on to the next segment because we're getting more professional here. So I got to be like the ESPN.
You got to rein me in.
You got 45 seconds as soon as you finish this point to tell me what the Packers need to do.
All right, well, then I'll skip everything else.
Okay.
The Raiders, you didn't do nothing adding Devontae. But the Packers, now, saying this as an absolute Rodgers fan, we've got to cut our losses, right? Rodgers isn't going to stick around for a rebuild. We need a rebuild. We need to start over. I say keep the defense and get rid of everyone else except for Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, and half the line. David Bakhtiari, what's going on? Knee issue, on the bike, playing, not playing, last drive you're playing. I don't understand. We got to keep Aaron Jones. We've got to keep A.J. Dillon.
Are you keeping Allen Lazard?
It depends on what kind of number one receiver we can come up with.
Are you going to pay Allen Lazard?
I would.
What would you pay him, number 2 or number 3 money?
I would pay him number 2 money at best. We have to restart, folks. We have to restart. And you Packers fans that are go out there, we should have traded number 12 before. Don't say that. Everybody went in on Rodgers. Everybody wanted to go in on Rodgers. And now, hasn't came our way. Hasn't worked out. Everybody wants to get pissed off. Doesn't work that way, folks. I stand by Rodgers. However, we have to start over, and he's not willing to start over. I understand that. I respect that. But we do got to move on.
Weezy, we're a big fan of yours. Growing up, even till now. But Mark's got an issue with what you said.
Yeah, I don't like that because, like I said at the beginning of the year, dog, we were all behind it. We were all behind it. This is the guy we're going to cash in on. But here's the problem. I'll add one more thing. I know I'm over my time already, but
we're going to commercial break.
Hey, here's the thing. Everybody was wanting to go in on Rodgers, which is fine. But the hand that he was dealt, now you're asking him
Yeah.
to be superhuman and perfect week in and week out.
I think
It doesn't work that way, folks. You cannot depend on one guy to bring home a title.
I think there's more of an issue with David Bakhtiari than what is being brought to the public. I think
has to
there's
be.
actually something different than his health.
Has to be.
I truly think that there is some kind of issue going on internally.
Agreed.
Where he is playing games, not playing games, playing part of a game. That needs to be figured out. Now, something else that needs to be figured out. Something that you are out of the talks of. Where's OBJ? Odell Beckham Jr.
Here's the thing, folks.
going to.
And I'm going to say this right now. And I made this decision because it made the most sense to me without knowing that OBJ said he did not want to be the number one. But where it makes the most sense is Baltimore. They need a number one. They need to be that guy. They need to make it happen. They need a leader for that receiving core. And they need someone that could get as creative as Lamar.
Now,
Hate it or love it, it's there.
now that it is a fit, and they are a playoff contender, something he is looking for. He is coming off back-to-back ACL tears, okay? I don't think it is, not only, he doesn't, I mean, don't get me wrong. Nobody wouldn't shy away from the workload of a number one.
Right.
But when you're very realistic with yourself and you want to find a forever home and you know you can't, after what you've gone through, you know that it's not safe for you to be a number one. You have the right mindset for this.
Yeah.
I think that takes Baltimore out. I think with him getting that kind of workload, I think that might overdo it. And I think going to the Kansas City Chiefs, you're going to be looked at too much as a Tyreek Hill competitor. Go deep and I'm going to bomb it to
And
you.
now run everyone.
And what we've seen from Odell, when he went to the Browns, and right before that tear, he was more of a technician. He was a route runner. Get me a half inch of separation, and I'll break him off with a little cut. So, Kansas City, I don't think that's the greatest fit. Now, the best fit, because we got you, Odell. The Cowboys.
No, I thought you were talking about the Eagles for a minute.
Oh, no, the Eagles don't need shit. You know what the Eagles need? You know what the Eagles
What
need?
do they need?
To lose the rest of their games and miss the playoffs. That's what the Eagles need. No, what Odell would be perfectly fit in is the Cowboys. He has time, and now this is what makes the difference from going to the Ravens to the Cowboys. From the Ravens, he's automatically going to be their number one, right? If you go to the Cowboys, you have time to develop the trust with your quarterback. You have time to understand the playbook. You have time to not be a number one. You could be a number 3 behind Michael Gallup. Learn the playbook. Get some nice routes in. Not do a whole lot of big numbers right at first. And then work your way up. See if you can beat out Michael Gallup for that number 2. Get in the slot. Be the wide receiver. You know what I mean? It's there. It's all there for the Cowboys
And it
to
makes
sign.
too much sense, and that's why the Cowboys ain't going to do it.
Jerry Jones said he would look so great with a star on his helmet. It's game over for you. And speaking of game over,
What you got?
I hope it don't happen. He's not a baseball player, so we're a little bit more hopeful.
Okay.
But Josh Allen is dealing with a second elbow injury. And we watched Ben Roethlisberger try to throw a football with that same
It's
injury.
tough. At least it looks tough.
I couldn't-
don't have that injury. But
I was reading a lot, and now there are Facebook doctors. There's Reddit doctors. There's everything, right?
WebMD.
Right. Everybody says you get 30, 40% of your arm back after a year. He is dealing with a ULC, UCL, something like that. Some kind of injury in his elbow where he's not feeling the nerves and something is torn. Allegedly. We don't know the test. He was taking tests today. Wasn't reported, so I think that means bad news. If the tests are not automatically reported, I think the team wants you to take more. And this looks like it could be a season-ending injury and hopefully nothing more.
Yeah, we really love Josh Allen here. I think he's great for the sport. He's great for the Bills, who actually need some love. I really don't like seeing him go down at what seems to be the height of his career.
And I called Josh Allen as a rookie. I said, look, I know he's throwing a lot of dumb interceptions, but I was really high on Josh Allen. Huge on Josh Allen. And we do not like to see that kind of injury.
No.
Any kind of elbow injury to a quarterback is not good. And I don't know of any quarterbacks quite dealing with that. Dak Prescott had an injury on his shoulder that was more of a pitching issue. Obviously, it's fine. Now, one more thing before we move it on. Josh Allen did throw a 70-yard pass to end the game.
Now, we don't know if that's going to be the last one.
Or if that was indication that he's fine.
Right.
But I don't think the coaches should have allowed him to heave it downfield.
Yeah.
The game was, I mean, it wasn't out of reach, but it wasn't.
You were asking for a lot to happen at that point of the day.
For one game, and you have an entire season.
Now, granted, yes, it was a rival because you've owned them the last few years. However, you still own the division right now.
And this is your future. Your future. You have to be thinking of that.
Agreed.
Now, speaking about future.
But wait. Just want to give a little shout out before we end football. The Holbrook Roadrunners.
Oh, yeah.
Going to Wilcox.
Yep.
Going to try and make it happen for the second round of the playoffs.
Hey, I predict a 56-3 win. 56-6 win.
Okay.
It's high school football. You got to add in those misses.
Here's the thing. Wilcox is a nasty, physical, tough team. I say it's going to be a two-possession game. Let's hope our boys come out on top, huh?
Hey, they will.
They got 9 seniors.
They got to. Bigger,
go, boys.
stronger.
Let's go. Moving along to the future.
The MLB. Again, congratulations to the Astros. They did it. That's to Philly, by the way. We all hate Philly around here.
Nope.
They won this
Alright.
one fair and square this time.
We don't know that yet.
We do.
We don't know
The
that
media
yet.
tried to spin it off on the Albert Pujols bat, but we know the truth about
Something
that.
might come out later.
Oh, yeah, another thing. ESPN false reporting on a bat.
Why? What's that about? Why would you do that?
That bat
I
was
hate the
banned
Astros, but
for
why would you do that?
players' safety. The way it broke was unsafe for the players.
It was not anything to do that he corked it or anything crazy. But of course, everybody's going to think that.
That
when you
bat
say
was used
illegal.
3 years ago.
Yep.
Come on, ESPN. Let's not do that. Let's not.
Be better.
Yeah.
You guys are supposed to be the professionals.
Yeah. Hey, we're heroes
Yeah.
to a lot of people.
Rock stars.
We were quoted.
But
MLB, Xander Bogaerts.
shaking it up.
Hey, I got a segment.
What you got?
To sign or not to sign
And I'm holding the skull.
with their original teams or with their current teams. First up, Xander Bogaerts. I got not to sign.
He's leaving
You got the same?
on a jet plane. He don't know when he'll be back again. I think he's gone. I don't see him signing. But here's an interesting one who's got an opt-out option, an opty every year. Carlos Correa.
A lot of shortstops this year.
I don't see him coming back.
Neither do I. If you opt out your first year of a 3-year contract, you're not coming back.
Especially over 150 million worth.
105.
Was it 105? I thought it was
105.
like 150 and some change. But
105.
either way, more money than we got.
Yeah, that's a lot more. That's 105 million more.
And some change.
yeah.
Here's an interesting one. Right? Jacob deGrom had some issues. Got better. Got great. Had some issues. Now he's bouncing back again. What's he doing?
He's staying. The Mets know how to use him. They know how to deal with his issues, with his injuries. I think if he leaves, another team might mishandle or misread into his injuries. Like let's get this straight. Jacob deGrom, phenomenal. One of the greatest pitchers in the league for a long time.
Yeah.
And the Mets know how to use him. They know when he's hurt and to let him sit. And I think a lot of other teams would be like, no, you're our ace. You're Jacob deGrom. You're playing. Try and push. So I got Jacob deGrom Jacob deGrom signing.
Okay.
Jacob D signing.
Okay. I got Jacob deciding otherwise. The team might know him better, but he knows himself best. And I see him chasing a winner.
Where to? Top of your head.
Anthony Rizzo.
Where's DeGrom going? Top of your head.
DeGrom.
Top of your head.
I hate to say it.
And Padres.
I hate to say it, but I see him
Dodgers.
going to somewhere stupid like Philly or Atlanta.
Or the Tigers.
But I would love to see him in San Diego.
Now, we already teased it once. Anthony Rizzo.
Not signing. He's coming home. We drafted him. Come on home, buddy.
I think he's signing. He was traded on a deal. He signed like a little cheap deal.
But he didn't want to go there to begin with.
He is the heart and soul of the Yankees now.
Nope, he don't want to be.
He is a fan favorite. He is a locker room favorite.
Of course,
Rizzo,
he's a fan favorite. He's
Rizzo
a World Series
is-
winner.
Rizzo is staying.
And he's coming home.
He's staying.
At home.
What you got for the next one?
Rodon. All right, reliever. Good
Mr.
pitcher.
Carlos.
Good pitcher. And I stand by it. The Giants are going to try and make a push. They're going to try and make something happen, a product, if you will, because they have already said they will not, I repeat, they will not lose Judge because of a money issue.
And
I
because
say he
of
stays, or he stays.
that, and because of that, I think Rodon is leaving because they're going to lose sight on Rodon. Rodon's going to leave probably. Who needs another reliever? I rack it through my brain. Oh, no. The Astros could use another good one
Uh-oh.
because they already have the greatest in World Series history. Absolutely lock it up in the bullpen. Hey, I don't think he's staying. Now, my favorite pitcher of all time. Well, he's up there. Nolan Ryan is my favorite pitcher of all time.
And why wouldn't he be?
Yeah. Verlander. JV. I got him signing, and I think this will be like a 1 or 2 year deal, and then he's done. And I only have him signing because I really don't think he is so established in his career. He's already won 2 World Series, got his first World Series win. His value is mostly into the Astros at this point. If he goes somewhere else, he's going to have he's a Cy Young contender this year. I think if he leaves, he's going to have a down. I already think he's going to have a down here. But I got him staying.
Here's the thing. I'm leaning more towards retirement than I am anything.
But if he wins the Cy Young,
But if
how
he
can you
does,
retire?
because he's up there, man. He's won his piece.
He's won Kate Upton, his other piece.
Right.
Maybe bigger than a World Series.
Maybe.
Double D World Series.
But also, if he decides he is going to go another 2 years, or 1 or 2 years, I mean. He's staying. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, it's a nice area to live, OBJ. Come live in Houston, Dallas. Come on now.
Now, Taiwan Walker.
Got him leaving.
Just taking off. Just no kiss goodbye, no message, no letter, no postcard, just
Left
bouncing.
on red.
I got him staying for now. I think a few things need to take place. Before he does or do not sign.
See, the problem is it's close, right? Like, everybody can use a reliever, especially the Mets. But the Mets already put so much capital in Diaz and are going to try and obtain DeGrom. Or retain DeGrom.
Here's the thing.
So that's why I think, just the Mets going in on 3 pitchers, I think that might be a little tough.
And I think, now remember, Walker
You have
started
DeGrom leaving.
Walker started as a starter in Arizona. Moved to relief. If DeGrom doesn't stay, like I predict, I see Walker staying.
You got him as a starting pitcher now?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
Oh, because you're gonna have to pay the man starting pitching money if
I'm
you
just
want to be a
saying. I'm
starting
just
pitcher.
saying. Holes will need to be filled. That's all I'm saying.
Holes
And-
always need to be filled.
And that being said, that will do it here at Blue Collar Sports, folks.
OBJ signed with the boys.
Packers figure it out, man.
That's about that's where we're at. Hey, Dallas 6-2, go to visit Packers. Who you taking off the top of your head?
Packers.
Yeah, that's what I
Out of
thought.
spite.
Give me money.
Out of spite.
You want to bet
No, I
$5
do
million
not.
on that?
I do not.
Yeah, ooh.
But hey, folks, thank you for talking some shit. Thank you for joining us. Let's see what happens, huh? Let's have some fun. Let's talk some shit.
And we're gonna continue to grow.
Stay with us.
We're growers. You'll see soon.